From your local National Weather Service office right here in La Crosse, here is an updated weather briefing for a winter storm that will impact the area, bringing significant impacts as we go later into tonight and through the day on Friday and into Friday night as well. Currently, we have blizzard warnings in effect for much of southeast Minnesota into a good chunk of northern and northeast Iowa, running from about midnight tonight through the sunrise hour of Saturday. To the north and west of there, we have winter storm warnings in effect with winter weather advisories in effect. Farther south, we do expect lesser amounts of snowfall, but still some significant impacts. So the key things we want you to know, we do have high confidence in this storm occurring. The heaviest snowfall, and I'll show you a graphic here in a minute, is expected generally near and north of a Charles City to La Crosse to Wausau, Wisconsin line, where anywhere between about 10 and 16 inches is possible wherever that heaviest band does set up. South of there will be a very tight gradient of snowfall, with amounts ranging from between 1 and 9 inches from southern Grant County all the way up toward the I-90 corridor. Again, a good range in there. Snowfall rates later tonight into the morning hours of Friday could be 1 to 2 inches per hour underneath the heaviest snow band. And reminder, this will be a very heavy, wet snow. Hard to shovel. Take it easy out there. There could be some significant impact from that. It will gradually become fluffier or more blowable with time as we go into Friday. And in addition, we do expect winds to be a significant impact from this storm as well. We'll see northeast winds of 20 to 35 plus miles per hour overnight, shifting to the north on Friday. That will create some significant areas of blowing and drifting snow for open areas and along the ridgetop areas near the Mississippi River, where blizzard and whiteout conditions are expected. Needless to say, travel will be severely impacted across much of the region, so please be sure to plan ahead, and if you can, possibly maybe alter your plans over the next day or day and a half. Let's break it down for you real quick. Here's a look at forecast radar. We see rain actually moving in as we go later into the afternoon and early evening hours. Colder air filtering in will begin to change that rain over to snow here by 9 o'clock. And especially around the midnight hour, we'll see light snow overspreading many areas. Far southern areas still rain, probably even some thunderstorms developing down that way. Then we'll see a band of heavy snowfall start to develop as we go overnight and through the morning hours of Friday. Again, look at that pivoting right across the area. Snowfall rates during this time, 1 to 2 inches per hour, are expected. Rain and snow will gradually continue across the area, but begin to taper off, especially during the late afternoon hours of Friday. Precipitation, where it is still rain, will change over to all snow by later in the afternoon Friday, before precipitation finally begins to work off to the east here by midnight, although we will maintain some semblance of gusty winds. Looking at snowfall totals overnight, you can see a pretty big range from 4 to 6 inches across areas near and north of I-90, to amounts ranging to 2 inches or even nothing across far southern areas where mostly rain and a few thunderstorms are expected overnight. Tomorrow, we'll see a band of heavy snow develop across southeast Minnesota into northeast Iowa. That band may actually tend to pivot a little more farther south and east than what this map would show. So we're going to keep a really close eye on that because areas near and around La Crosse could potentially see heavier snow than what is depicted here. As that final band begins, to push across the area sometime later Friday and to Friday evening, an additional 4 to 6 inches possible in some areas, 2 to 4 in others, but impacts will continue during this period with storm total snowfall of some pretty significant amounts, 12 to 18 inches there, centered with 8 to 12 on either side, and amounts tapering quickly to both the north and the south. In addition, gusty winds, 30 to 40 miles an hour, are expected. Here's a look at peak wind gusts expected. Again, around 40 miles per hour, perhaps the lower 40s. Significant blowing and drifting and whiteout conditions are expected. Again, mostly for open areas and along ridge tops. From an impact perspective, heavy snow and blowing and drifting snow does remain the main concern with, again, blizzard conditions expected. And be sure to keep it with us. We'll keep you updated if anything changes here over the next 24 hours. Otherwise, please plan ahead for the significant winter storm that is likely to impact most of the area, again, later tonight and into Friday night. Thanks for joining us.